Ever wondered how a tiny bacterium could wipe out nearly 60% of Europe's population in the 14th century? Imagine, a microscopic organism, invisible to the naked eye, radically transforming the landscape of an entire continent. The sheer magnitude of this devastation is almost unfathomable. This isn't fiction or a horror movie plot. It's a chilling chapter from our own human history, the tale of the Black Death. Welcome to the chilling tale of the Black Death, a pandemic that altered the course of human history. The year was 1347 when a deadly visitor arrived in Europe. Akin to an uninvited guest, the Black Death snuck into the continent through the seemingly innocent channels of trading ships. Docking primarily in Sicily, these ships carried more than just goods and commodities. They harbored a sinister secret, a deadly disease that would soon hold Europe in its terrifying grip. This plague was a master of disguise. It began with symptoms easily mistaken for a common cold or flu, fever, chills, and a general feeling of malaise. But then, swollen lymph nodes or buboes started to appear, often in the groin, armpit, or neck. These painful swellings were the plague's signature, a telltale sign of the deadly bacteria, Yersinia pestis, at work. Yet in those early days, no one could have anticipated the magnitude of the disaster that was about to unfold. Little did they know, this was just the beginning of a horrendous nightmare. The Black Death didn't waste time. It struck Europe with an unfathomable force. In a blink, it seemed, the pestilence had spread like wildfire from the ports of Sicily to the cobblestone streets of London. The sinister bacterium, Yersinia pestis, was the silent killer, hitching a ride on the fleas of black rats that scurried along trade routes and nestled in the thatched roofs of homes. A chilling fact was the sheer speed of its devastation. Within mere days of infection, a hale and hearty man could be reduced to a bedridden shell, his body ravaged by fever, chills, and those telltale, terrifying blackened swellings or buboes. The death toll? It's hard to fathom. Millions. Some estimates suggest as many as 2 in every 5 Europeans met their end in this gruesome manner. A stark testament to the virulence of this microscopic murderer. But why was the response so ineffectual? Well, medical knowledge in the 14th century was, shall we say, a little lacking. Prevailing theories of the day pointed to miasma, foul air, or even divine punishment. These misguided beliefs, coupled with a lack of understanding about disease transmission, hampered any meaningful countermeasures. The result? A population left largely defenseless against this relentless scourge. In just 5 years, the Black Death had left a trail of death and despair. A grim chapter in our history, it serves as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the fragility of human life. The Black Death was a catastrophe of epic proportions, but it also left a profound legacy. In the wake of the pandemic, society was irrevocably changed, with effects rippling through every facet of life. One of the most significant changes was in the realm of economics. Due to the staggering death toll, there was a severe shortage of workers across Europe. This labor scarcity shifted the balance of power, giving the surviving workers the leverage to demand better wages and improved working conditions. It was a turning point in history, marking the beginning of the end of serfdom and the rise of the labor class. Meanwhile, the Black Death also sparked a shift in religious beliefs. The clergy, once seen as untouchable, were not spared from the clutches of the plague. This shattered the illusion of their invulnerability, causing many to question the church's authority and leading to a surge in heretical movements. This religious upheaval set the stage for the Reformation, a seismic shift in the religious landscape of Europe. In the face of such a devastating pandemic, medical science also saw significant advancements. The Black Death exposed the limitations of contemporary medical knowledge, leading to increased investment in research and education. This paved the way for the scientific revolution of the 17th century, marking a critical turning point in our understanding of disease and the human body. However, the Black Death was more than just a catalyst for change. It was a stark reminder of our vulnerability, a lesson in the fragility of life. But it also exemplified our resilience, our ability to endure and adapt in the face of adversity. Society was reshaped, beliefs were challenged, and science was advanced, all in response to this devastating pandemic. The Black Death, a grim reminder of our vulnerability, also exemplifies our resilience in the face of adversity. The Black Death, a tiny bacterium, a colossal disaster. Originating in Asia, this deadly pandemic swept across Europe in the 14th century, carried by fleas on black rats. The peak saw a staggering death toll, with some regions losing up to 60% of their population. The aftermath? A drastically reshaped society, altered economies, and a legacy that still echoes today. And that, folks, is the chilling tale of the Black Death, a pandemic that forever changed the course of human history.